Hear a loud boom earlier today. Several people heard and felt a loud noise around 12:30 Central Time this afternoon.
After a tornado, it struck just before 7 o'clock last night. You can see the damage here.
They're left behind by the El Nino storms. Crews will start repairing that hole today, but that could take months.
The windows, the walls, and you could hear the sound from outside. I don't know what in the world it was.
It tore roofs off of homes, it collapsed garages, it damaged vehicles.
The cost of this fire continues to climb, with more properties confirmed destroyed.
Social media about a loud boom that shook their homes and workplaces around 10:15 this morning.
It's a planetary alignment, a decade in the making.
That is higher than the Mississippi River has ever been.
This was the worst flood they've seen in 15 years.
Floodwaters raging through Missouri and deadly tornadoes tearing through the South.
We're having another earthquake right now. The studio lights are shaking as we speak.
People of New York City have been given warning. If you are out on the streets, get in now. If you came into New York City from elsewhere, leave the city immediately, go back home, get off the streets by 2:30.
That's how a lot of people are describing a mysterious boom in the Huntington area.
What in the world is going on?
Earlier today, several people heard and felt a loud noise around 12:30 Central Time this afternoon.
I heard and felt it. As of now, there's no official word on the source. Law enforcement doesn't believe it's criminal.
All over Carter County took to social media about a loud boom that shook their homes and workplaces around 10:15 this morning.
That's how a lot of people are describing a mysterious boom in the Huntington area.
When you hear something so loud it shakes your home, you expect you'll find something when you look out your window or start talking to people in your neighborhood. But that's not the case with the booms heard all across Huntington last night.
Been hearing some strange noises outside now for a bit. I'll open the window, show you. It's really strange. Listen. I don't know what it is, but it's starting to freak me out a bit.
For about a week there, the area's been plagued by loud, booming sounds. Problem is, no one knows where the sound is coming from.
We were like looking at each other like, what was that?
It happened twice in the past week to Danielle McManus and her family.
What's the sound?
Scientists have discovered a possible new planet in our solar system for the first time in 170 years. Evidence of this ninth planet was found on the far edge of the system. Astronomers at the California Institute of Technology have not directly seen it yet, but they think it's up to 10 times bigger than Earth and 20 times farther away than Neptune.
Again, exceptions for all official vehicles, emergency vehicles, and vehicles involved in medical and other urgent matters. But all civilian vehicles, all personal vehicles must be off the streets starting at 2:30. So the people of New York City have been given warning. If you are out on the streets, get in now. If you came into New York City from elsewhere, leave the city immediately, go back home, get off the streets by 2:30. NYPD, again, you'll hear from Chief O'Neill in a moment, will be enforcing this travel ban consistently. I want to strongly urge our friends on Broadway to cancel their performances and send everyone who works in those theaters home. Restaurants should close to the maximum extent possible and send their employees home. The important point to remember is that the people who work in the theater industry, work in the restaurants, have to come in from somewhere. They're going to be left in a very bad situation if they're not sent home now, given that much of the MTA operations are being suspended, given that people have to be off the roads by 2:30. It's time for businesses to shut down and get their employees home right away.
News today, Kentucky and Tennessee got a few inches of snow. There were accidents. There'll be ice tonight, but a much bigger storm is in the forecast for the east.
I thought as soon as I got on the road that it was going to be a bad idea.
All this from less than 2 inches of snowfall. Still, it was enough to delay even the leader of the free world. The president's motorcade trapped by the gridlock, ping-ponging from curb to curb on a frozen street. Thousands more going nowhere fast, stuck for hours on icy roads.
It was pretty rough driving home, and it took an hour to get 4 miles. So then we decided to walk, and it's pretty icy on the roads too when you're walking.
This D.C. area highway becoming a parking lot.
They can move.
Forcing this family to walk home.
We don't know for how long it will take. 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. No one knows.
This morning, many fearing what is still to come, with parts of the mid-Atlantic expecting up to 2 feet of snow. And it is still a mess this morning. Traffic is moving, but there's a big problem going into the district just down the road here. And sad news, just a couple of hours ago, a couple of miles from here, a pedestrian hit by a snowplow and killed. So dangerous conditions here in D.C., Lara.
Yeah, dangerous indeed, David. Thank you so much. And as we just saw, the storm causing chaos in the south before it makes its way to the northeast. At this hour, the Gulf Coast bracing for severe weather, including tornadoes, high winds, even hail. We want to get back to Rob with that.
More than 50 million Americans are bracing this morning for what could be a monster winter storm. A smaller system covered the Midwest and up to 3 inches of snow. Icy roads caused several crashes near Kansas City. Chief weathercaster Lonnie Quinn of our New York station WCBS is tracking the new threat. Lonnie, sounds like it's our turn now. Good morning.
This looks to be the first, significant winter storm for the East Coast this season. It's been the winter that wasn't, but that, I believe, is going to be changing. Now, if you take a look at the current situation, it's the Midwest that's currently getting the snow. You were talking about that, Gail. And we do have some winter weather advisories out there. The area shaded in pink and purple, you were talking 1 to 3 inches of snow, and some icing is going to be a concern as well. Now, the bigger storm, it's not even a storm yet. I mean, this is the area. It's a piece of energy, and it's got a lot of real estate it's got to travel over, a lot of different things it's going to be encountering as it pushes to the east. But here's how the computer models are handling it. Watch this area as it pushes up into the mid-Atlantic, and this is about as far out as the models go. This is Friday at 3:30. Worst case scenario would be it bumps offshore somewhere around the Outer Banks, goes right up the eastern seaboard over Long Island. The big metro areas would really get pounded with that. But right now, the current track is pushing it inland a bit, so the bullseye right now looks to be over the Appalachian and Blue Ridge Mountains. That's where you'd see possibility of 2 feet of snow, but a foot of snow anywhere from Trenton, New Jersey to places like Charlottesville, Virginia. As of right now, we will stay on top of this one. Nora, let's go over to you.
Getting the sled ready,
Yeah.
Lonnie. Thank you so much.